Hey guys, today we got a video from Brand Online. I think he used to be a purely Genshin Impact content creator, but now he's more of a variety, general gacha, and gaming news creator. And in this video, he is talking about Etheria Restart. And it got 71,000 views, a lot of likes, so you know the video is going to talk very well about Etheria. Anyway, let's jump right into it, okay? Let's see what is going on outside the ER content, because we always talk about the game, but within our own community. What is a casual player perspective, a normal person outside of the game community think about Etheria Restart?
Honest discussion with you guys about something pretty important to me, and that is going to be revolving around sponsored content. This doesn't just affect me, it affects everybody on the platform, but I've noticed a lot of people mentioning sponsored content recently, and I want to come clean about something because I messed up. And a lot of you pointed this out way back when, but I've been trying to do some due diligence and some research. And that research didn't really go too far, and I'll explain why in this video. So sponsored content is, without a doubt, the bread and butter of the majority of content creators' income. Y'all can say ad revenue all you want, like the clickbait stuff. Ad revenue comes next to nothing compared to sponsored content. So that's why you'll see a lot of content.
Personally, for me, I'm about like maybe 50-50. I think I heard a video from even MKBHD. He's also about 50-50 between ad revenue and sponsored content. Some month, if I'm lucky, I get like 5 sponsors, and then it become like 70-30. But usually it'll be like 50-50. There'll be some month where I get no sponsor, so it'll be like 0 to 100% ad revenue, and that doesn't sound very exciting. But I wouldn't say it's like nothing, you know?
Creators, including myself, do sponsored videos or integrations like ad placements. And the way that works is sponsors look at your average viewer numbers. They don't look at anything else really, maybe subscriber count for some of them, but mainly it's average viewer numbers of videos. And they will deem a rate that you should be paid for your marketing space. Typically, if a game is like, let me review your content before you post it, I'm usually okay with that, because I will say what I want about the game, and if they deem it not applicable, then that's not my problem, right? Then I just don't do the sponsor. But most of the time it's fine, because I just speak my honest truth, and I typically only accept sponsors that either they basically have to fit 2 categories, or at least one of 2 categories for me. It has to be a game that either I enjoy or I like the look of, or a product that I use or would use, or it has to be something that I think a lot of y'all would enjoy or use, right? So there's quite a few games over the past couple of months that I've done sponsors for.
All right, I'm gonna be very honest here, okay? Like, I think that would be like the ideal word. I would love to do that as well. But for me personally, okay? For me personally, I'm gonna be real honest here. If it's not absolutely dog shit, then I'm like, I guess it's fine. I think it's better for me to like, hey guys, you wanna download Raid Shadow? Instead of like going on live stream and trying to beg you guys for sub and your actual money, okay? Because I think for most people, me including, if I were to see like, hey guys, today's stream is sponsored by whatever, I'm just gonna like skip. Like, I'm gonna be very honest, okay? I would love for you to watch my sponsor segment, but if you don't want to, and like, I think that's totally fine, okay? So if it's not like totally dog shit, I'll probably take the bag, because you know the bag is very important. Maybe tomorrow the channel is gonna die, and then I'll never get a bag again. So if it's not like absolutely garbage, I'll probably gonna take it, okay? just gonna be real, because there are bills to pay. I got a wife and maybe a kid soon, and then there are a lot more bills to pay and all the fun stuff in between. And I do this as a full-time thing, so I would love to like only, okay, talk about things that I truly love all the time. But there's a lot of gray area in between right there.
That fit those categories. Honor of Kings, I enjoyed so much, and I really do think a lot of y'all will enjoy that game. even like Mongol Stardive. I think it's a very cute game that a lot of y'all will enjoy, and I enjoyed it a lot. However, I messed up.
This channel was also sponsored by Epic 7 once, I think 2 months ago. Fucking love the game, and right now they are having a collaboration with Freerun. You know how much I love that? Like, this is a free shout out for Epic 7 anyway. Like, I freaking love Epic 7, the art style, the collaboration they have all the time with all of my favorite animes. Freaking love it.
A couple of months ago, there was a sponsorship opportunity that I took because I thought it fit, honestly, both of those categories. I thought I would enjoy it a lot, and I thought y'all would enjoy it a lot. And again, this is me being completely vulnerable, and I am fully aware here that by speaking my truth here, I am going to be tarnishing a reputation with a company pretty much permanently here. That game was a game called Etheria Restart. And since doing that sponsor, a couple of things did come out, and they keep making pretty bad decisions in regards to the game, putting the community in a tough position because they keep like making content worse or characters worse and doing a lot of things. However, my biggest gripe with the game was when I posted that sponsorship video, there was a lot of people in the comments saying that it used AI art. Now, again, being 100% honest here, bro, I love looking at artwork, but AI has got that good at this point that it's hard for me to tell what is AI and what is not. I'm not an artist, so I don't know exactly what to look out for. Some people are like, oh, this line is in the wrong place, and I'm like, bro, I don't know what I'm looking at there. Now, typically, when a game is on Steam and it uses AI art, at the bottom of the page, it'll say AI was used in the process, and that wasn't really anywhere for Etheria Restart. So I thought people were just, because don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that are also just like, this uses AI, and it never does. People wrongfully accuse people of using AI all the time. It's just a thing. But I am led to believe after doing my research that this is a problem that the developers are just not willing to address. Because here's the thing. I reached out.
Okay, so AI art, which is, I think, a common complaint about the game since the very start with some of the art in the game. And I also acknowledge that some of the splash art looks way better than the 3D model they actually have to play. And to be honest with you guys, that is probably the least concern, that we have right now for Etheria Restart. So I'm gonna try to find like a frame that is not too crazy. So personally, I would love for people to get paid for their artwork. I would love for people to never get their art stolen and all that stuff. But we're moving so fast in a pace where AI is just being used everywhere. Like, I can't tell. If it looks good to me, it looks good. Like, I can't go and dive deep into like, all right, is it AI? Do I get angry about this art now? But I used to like it. Like, I don't even know anymore. Like, if the art looks good, it looks good to me. That's pretty much how simple brain I am. Okay, I look at the art, it looks pretty okay. Like, if AI take over my job in the future, probably will, to be honest with you guys. I would just have to find something new to do, to be honest. And AI is taking over in so many different kind of way, in so many different kind of things, that it's just gonna be here. It's just gonna get better and better, so much faster at doing everything that we do anyway. Like, I can't even imagine a life without ChatGPT at this point, to be honest. I'm just finding random faces of him. It's kind of funny. And to be honest, in this game, they are probably using AI for like everything. Let's be real here. But it baffled me that if they're using AI art, so it saved them time and money to make the art in the game, where are the skins that can be also generated with AI? Like, where are they? Like, give me skin. AI or not, give me character skin so I can spend money, because that is what we have been begging for this game. Like, they want to make money, but they're so careful that they don't want to make new pay-to-win packs, but they also don't make new cosmetic packs, except for the recent like arena battlefield skin that I will probably never buy. Okay, I'm just gonna be straight up. I'll probably never buy, and it is what it is. So that is me personally on this problem. that has existed since the start of the game, but it is so small inside the community that we just look at the art and we start laughing if it has some AI mistake in there. And we discuss about the actual economy, core issue of the gameplay, and all the fun stuff in between.
And that was one of my questions. But it was also time. It's just a thing. But I am led to believe after doing my research that this is a problem that the developers are just not willing to address. Because here's the thing. I reached out directly to the developers, and they opened up a pretty much open floor Q&A to ask whatever questions. And that was
when was that?
My questions. But it was also the only question that was never addressed multiple times.
It was answered?
Which to me is just an admission. Because if...
Wait, can I join that? Can I throw some question? I mean, when was that? And all the question was answered, but the AI part. What are the other questions?
If you aren't, I basically asked, did you use AI art? Was it generative AI? What was the purpose? And I told them outright. I said, if you're not making your talent, the content creators, aware that you're using AI art, I think that's pretty bad. Because at the end of the day, everybody knows that it's a very gray area. Some people are fine with it and some people are not. And for me, it's like I'm fine with it if it's all trained in-house and it's not stealing from actual like artists that aren't working on the game.
We would never know, and they would never say. And is there anything I can do about it? Probably no.
So I asked the question, and they just ignored it. They didn't respond to it. And I felt terrible. Genuinely. I felt really bad. I felt really bad that I promoted this product to y'all, and y'all pointed it out to me. And I felt a little bit stupid, to be honest, that I didn't pick up on it from the get-go. But obviously when it comes to sponsorships, I look for those two things, and I thought it was a game that y'all would enjoy, and it was a game that I did enjoy, and a lot of people did enjoy it. But this kind of thing kind of paints me as disingenuous. It paints me as someone who's going to accept a sponsorship that I don't 100% believe in, and that's just not the case. I've mentioned before, I've done a sponsorship for Infinity Nikki, and as soon as the company Paper Games Infold started making some really bad decisions for Infinity Nikki and the player base, I stopped accepting sponsorships from them twice. And that's going forward until a game developer starts communicating properly with the player base and the content creators and making good decisions that are actually gonna affect the game and the player base in positive ways. I don't want to promote that. I really don't. So I want y'all to be fully aware here and just realize that whenever I do take a sponsor opportunity, it usually is something that I really do think y'all will enjoy, or something that I enjoy and I want to share with you guys. Everybody messes up, and I know this.
I fucking love Epic 7. Just saying that again. There's no link down below. I just love Epic 7.
It is my fault at the end of the day, but it's also a skill issue, because I genuinely cannot tell the difference sometimes between AI art and non-AI art, genuinely. So yeah, that was just a thing that I really want to talk about with you guys, a bit more of a personal thing to bring to the table here, because there will always be sponsor content, genuinely. It's how I pay the bills, it's how I get to go to all these events and stuff and make some pod content and absolute bangers. But I really do want it to be something that you'll believe in and I believe in. And I just felt really bad, dude. I genuinely did. And yeah, I've been told that it's going to tarnish reputations with this developer, not even just with the game, but with the developer in general. So any future games I'm probably not going to get sponsored for. And that's fine. Again, I'd rather be sponsored by a company that is willing to communicate with not only the player base, but content creators. Because at the end of the day, I'm not selling my rights to an opinion on a game. I'm selling my space and my time. I'm selling the platform so that the game can be promoted. I'm not shilling for a game to be paid. I'm not being paid to just say nice things. I'm being paid for my platform and to promote their product, and that's how it should be, and that's how I want to keep it. Now, a lot of content creators are still sponsored by Etheria Restart, and I want to make this very clear. Y'all do not... I don't want anybody going to attack other content creators that are sponsored by them, because everybody has different morals and different beliefs, and some people probably have no idea that this was even an issue. So that's not what I'm trying to do here. Kind of just trying to talk to you all and let you all know that that's just the thing that's happening. Now,
personally, I've also said a lot of feedback about Etheria Restart that could potentially tarnish my reputation and relationship with the developer team. And so far, it's not quite there yet. I guess they still want to take feedback. They still want to take honest feedback. If you scroll on my channel, there's so many update notice that I cover that I just can't hide my emotion, man. Like, what the fuck am I reading? And feedback after feedback video that I try to give them, I try to write so many paragraphs to them all the time. Hopefully they will care. Hopefully they'll improve the game upon the feedback of me, of my community, of the player base in general that we always talk about on this channel. Will they hate me? I don't know just yet, but maybe not quite yet, to be honest. And I'm not sure if they're gonna hate him. Maybe, I don't know, because I really enjoy the game still at the moment. I also see a lot of problem with the game that I hope they worked on in the future, but they're still taking their sweet time with that. I wish they can be faster. I wish they talk more. I hope they communicate more. All that stuff. That's why I'm still playing the game every day. I still do my dailies. I still do my farming. And I still want to try to give this game another chance all the time, every single day. But, you know, we try our best here. We try to keep our head positive about the game as much as we can, because what else can we really do anyway? Anyway, that's pretty much it. I think the main problem that he has with the game is either the AI art or the fact that the developer is not really communicating with the player base or the CC, or pretty much just communication issue, which we have been talking about for many weeks. Until now, every time they do a good thing, they do two things that are very, very funny and questionable that kind of just overshadow all the potentially W that they have, like gear loadout, like, you know, better farming, stamina usage, and all that stuff. Like one small W here and there, and like, what the fuck are you doing, XD? And then nobody remember the good things anymore. Hopefully, the games get better. Hopefully, the games can become something that we can truly enjoy all the time and not bitch about it every other week. But that is hope and dream and wish that maybe could happen, maybe not. I don't know yet. CN launch is like that last copium for many people. I hope they do it right. I hope CN launch will actually do something for the game future. And that's it for me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Let me know what you think about this video down below as well.